Hola mi amigos! Let's make a perfect U-turn today. This will be just a fast step-by-step video on how you can do perfect U-turns in 3 steps. And with these 3 steps you can make a U-turn on any motorcycle. It could be a small 250 or a huge heavy cruiser, it doesn't really matter. You can apply this technique to any bike you want. Before we start, please put a like under this video, hit the subscribe button and click the bell. Always click the bell. And if you like these videos, you can become a member of this channel to support it and get access to our motorcycle training video course. Okay, let's make some U-turns. Go on first gear on rather slow speed, roughly about 5-7 miles per hour. You should ride in friction zone. That means your throttle should be slightly opened and you should change the speed of your bike with your clutch. Release the clutch a little to accelerate, pull in the clutch a little to gradually slow down. To slow down faster, you can also apply small pressure on the rear brake, but don't brake too hard. It should be small pressure, you don't need much. When you are ready to make a U-turn, it's time to apply our 3 steps. First step, turn your head. Turn your head really far, at least at 90 degrees, and try to look behind you. You are trying to make a 180-degree turn, so you have to look almost behind your back, like an owl. You are turning your head really far to let you find your line with your vision. So, as you turn your head, try to plan the line on which your bike will go. After you turned your head and started to plan your line, it's time for a second step, countersteering. You use countersteering to lean the bike the way in which you want to make your U-turn. Obviously, if you want to turn right, you've got to lean your bike right first. And if you want to turn left, you've got to lean left. As you can see, by making a brief countersteering input, you change the balance of your bike and make it lean into the desired direction. Sometimes it can be a little confusion with countersteering on these speeds. So, to make things clear, I'll again point your attention on how countersteering works in this case. Look closer to the front wheel. You turn it into the opposite direction for a short time, just to make the bike lean into the turn. This short steering input is the countersteering. The fact that a bit later the front wheel turns itself in the direction of the turn shouldn't fool you. Countersteering is just this brief period of time, not the rest of the turn. After you made a countersteering input, you should just relax your arms and the front wheel will turn itself into the right direction. You don't have to steer it back yourself. That's why it's very important to keep your arms very loose and relaxed most of the time. And after we made our countersteering and leaned the bike, it's time for a third step, clutch control. Remember that we are riding in friction zone, that our throttle is opened a little and we change our speed with the clutch? It's time to use it. When your bike is turning, your clutch can make a big impact on its turning radius. If you pull in the clutch a little and your bike slows down, your turning radius will decrease. And if you want to go wider, you just release your clutch a bit and your bike will go wider. Pretty simple. Pull in the clutch to tighten the turn, release the clutch to go wider. Also, note that your arms should be very loose. You don't need to actively steer at this point. Your handlebars should turn themselves. And if at any moment you feel like your bike is tipping over, just release the clutch a little and it will stand up. When you practice these 3 steps for a while, you should have no problem to U-turn any bike. Just do this. Turn your head, countersteering, walk the clutch. Turn your head, countersteering, walk the clutch. Turn your head, countersteering, walk the clutch. When you master these 3 steps, you'll be able to make U-turns easily on any bike you want, despite its size, weight, high center of gravity, lower center of gravity, whatever, it won't matter. You'll do these U-turns like it's nothing. Okay, I hope this video was useful. As always, ask any question in the comment sections or in our Facebook group for beginner riders. Have a nice day and thank you for watching. Bye.